I would say complete comfort with respect to how to price these homes. I think that the formula that you, Paul, taught us gives us discipline, which in turn gives us great comfort in the numbers that we put forward. Comfort in the sense of we didn't come out here to look at properties and put in offers that are never going to be even seriously considered. We want to do deals, and I think the formula that you gave us, the perspective that you gave us, is going to enable us to do deals. I feel really, really good about that. I would say that the other thing that kind of struck a chord with me was the fact that we looked at some different types of properties, and you gave us a perspective that I certainly didn't have in terms of how we might just make some adjustments to how we look at a particular property and create value that I certainly didn't see. And that would be the one that was the Masonic Lodge, for an example. That's a perfect example of one where if you look at it in pure black and white terms, it's difficult to get your arms around it. But when you look at it the way that you suggested we look at it, it's like, you know, a grand slam home run. And
awesome.
So that was a great perspective.
Sure.
Thank you.
Those two were definitely up there. I think to stack on those, one would be the fact that we're from the other side of the country, how we can possibly do this from the other side of the country. That's one thing we did learn over the last 3 days. But secondly, kind of broadening our network of people out here, from realtors to contractors. Again, being from the other side of the country, we didn't have as many connections. And I think now leaving, we feel like we do.
So I would add one other thing,
please,
because I think it's absolutely critical to success, which is from you, Paul, to Damon via the phone calls, even though we haven't met him face to face, and from Richard, the realtor who spent the last 3 days with us. You guys made us feel completely comfortable.
Okay.
And you supported us. We never felt like, you know, we were completely off the track. If we were, you certainly didn't make us feel that way. You just sort of guided us back onto the rails, if you will. And, you know, so building that relationship is just incredible. And I would say all the people that I've met throughout this program over the last 60 days, I would love to stay in contact with them for the rest of my life. That's how I feel about, you know, about the program and the people.
Very awesome.
If you didn't have passion for what you were doing, I think it would be obvious right out of the gate, you know. And every day we got off to a start, you know, right on time. We met with the realtor when we were supposed to meet with them. We went to the locations that we were supposed to go. We saw all the houses that we had on the list. So we weren't really constrained by time, and I might add that we had record heat, even out here for Southern California over the last 3 days.
Will we get up to 112 one day?
112 one day, and the lowest it got was like 106.
Yeah.
And we fought through all that stuff, a lot of, you know, water and liquids to keep us refreshed, but we could have easily said, you know, we're going to just cut it a little bit short, and we never did that. And I think the relationships that we built with you and with Damon through the phone and with Richard, the realtor, I can see them lasting forever, honestly.
Excellent.
A plug for the mentor. Coming into the week, I never thought in 3 days I'd come out and use the same term Armando uses, unconscious intelligence. But I feel like with going through and doing repairs and then going through the numbers, I feel like it's unconscious intelligence for us now, after 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've gotten to that point after going through 19 properties that I can do this in my, at least some parts of it in my sleep. There's still a lot to learn on the working with contractors, things of that nature, but up until this point, writing the offers, I feel like it's something we could do in our sleep now. I didn't think I could get that in 3 days, so.